fucking batteries, mate. Yeah, it sounds a bit like Jurassic Park here. He's a bit pissed off. This is why I love Dave. He's just turned up late, but I can't be angry with him because he bought one of these. If you know, you know. Anyway, fuel rails on. I have got a line because I'm not quite. I mean, it should be all right that, but let's see what I can do with that. But yeah, we need to extend this fuel line, but we also have a flex fuel sensor, which I might place back where it was and just leech power off that pressure switch. So I'm just removing his DSG filter because we've got a new filter for that, because we've got new fluid, and then coil pack grounds. Quick check over everything, obviously coolant in. I've got a new coolant bottle to go on, and then once that is all on and together, first start. Oh yeah. So let's get cracking. So we got the flex fuel fuelet sensor. Then we've got our line going to high pressure pump from the low pressure. Got the low pressure line in now, brand new bottle. So we're just going to do some tidying. It is a very busy engine bay, this, isn't it? Okay, now. So yeah, so next thing now, as I said before, still haven't changed the filter there. I'm going to change that filter, then we can get the turbo in position. I just need to find this clamp, it's around somewhere. In fact, I think that's it. There we go, yeah. And then yeah, we can get a turbo on, and I've just got the coil pack grounds left to do. So here we go, new filter. Put the lid back on. And then I have got to drain this gearbox and put fresh fluid in it before we start it, because we don't know, because gearbox has been off for a while and we did have some leak out. We don't know what oil is actually left in that box, so Chris wanted it changed anyway. Oh, the magic's happening now. So turbo is going in, this is all being cleaned out. So we've just got to change all, fit all these lines now. So oil in, oil out, coolant in, coolant out, and we're ready to start. So yeah, look at that, hospital job up. We're almost done. We're almost done. So I haven't done his coil packs yet, because I'm going to do that later basically. So we've just got to take it up now, drain the box, because we put the filter in, drain the box, put fresh fluid in. Dave's going to put his drive shafts in, and then we can leave these off, crank for oil pressure. That's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. Going to crank for oil pressure, and then touch wood, it's going to start. But yeah, fucking very, 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 very busy engine bay. Look at that monster. So anyway, let's get it up in the air. There we go, fresh fluid going in. Drive shaft's just gone in. Other shaft has just gone in. So it's just the prop shaft now. Prop shaft, and then we can fucking start it. I'm just gonna give all this a brake clean as well, where it's all minging. I mean, Chris, like, literally his bill is about £2 in brake clean. So yeah, still going. We're putting 6 litres in this. We only use the good stuff. Oh yeah, bless me. Fucking hell. You can see we just cleaned the subframe, the brake cleaner, and the box is looking a bit better. It's not the best, but it'll do. It's going to get dirty anyway, isn't it, on the road. So yeah, I was just waiting for this, and Dave's just hunting around looking for a 10mm for the prop bolt, which he's lost. Thanks, Dave.
No, that should do. Yeah, ready. Right, someone's leaking on the turbo.
Gladiator's ready. Off when it comes off cold start. There always one view with oversized pistons. There we go. So yeah, front end back off. Fuck's sake. So we have low oil pressure issue. I'm pretty sure it is because of the takeoff plate oil cooler, because we have got really long lines for oil feed for the turbo. Plus these long lines, I'm just wondering whether the oil pump can sustain that pressure drop, because it only takes a little, I mean, it only takes a slight drop in pressure to trip our oil pressure switch. So anyway, that's not the only reason why we're here. So basically, coolant shut off valve, so this is a spare one I've got, so it's basically open circuit, so it was plugged in. So it just means that that shut off valve is dead. So this is the problem with running this big turbo. Anything that happens here, it's really difficult to get to. So obviously we've had to take the boost pipe off and connect it from here and here. Now I've got to try and get my hands in here. If I can just move this valve out of the way. I'm going to try and get my hands in now to disconnect that pipe at the back there and then get this off. Fucking cars. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Chris's build, part 6. I know it's 6 this time. So where are we? This has just been it. This made actually really good figures, this. So this came in for stage 3 fitment, so turbo, fuel pumps, and the rest of it. Made 510 horsepower on a Venom 500, which is really good results. We've got switchable maps on this as well, so low boost 425, high boost 510. So as you can see, more cars have come in for engines. Dave has just bought this gay thing. I mean, I did try and warn him. I did try and tell him, you know, I was hoping that since he's been working with me and doing all these Golf R's and stuff like that, that he'd actually buy something decent, but anyway. So yeah, so we are all done with the engine. Well, not quite. So we had a low oil pressure on cold start, and on these pumps, on these oil pumps, they're activated with a spring and a little ball bearing. It has an actual cold start valve on it. So this is old pump. Now you can't actually see that there's anything amiss with it, but we weren't getting the pressure that we were supposed to be getting. So as soon as we seen that light, it was literally as soon as you started it, so we turned it off. Anyway, we fit a brand new oil pump, genuine one, and issue is sorted now. So I've had this running for 20 minutes, 20-30 minutes, just getting the gearbox up to temperature so we could drain this fluid. and get the fill level on that. Dave is just sorting out, we've got a bit of a blow here, so we're just having a look at the clamp. I mean, we were sort of warned about this because it's mounted to the bracket here. I mean, ideally this turbo needs to be bracketed off the engine to follow the motion of the engine, which technically it should there, but if you've got a solid mount there, then you're going to get a twist of opposing forces. So we're just checking this clamp out because it was blowing a bit from there. Apart from that, it was all running fine. The gutting thing is, oh, this is going to come back off again, because when we had the issue, I had to take the oil cooler off, which was the heat exchanger take-off plate that replaces the heat exchanger. I had to take that off just to rule that cooler out. However, the issue was still there, so it was the oil pump in the end, which we've changed. So now we've got to put this cooler back on, so it means front end off, fluids all drained, well, water drained, radiator and everything off, alternator off, aircon pump off, water pump off, and then we can take that bracket off and refit his take-off plate. So yeah, so that's fun, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna crack on with that. This should be back on. We've got some, because he's got some broken headlight tabs. I mean, you can just see one there where it looks like it's been, you know, ripped out with it still in place. However, this was in a bit of an accident. You can just see there on the bumper. So apparently the lad that owned this car left it in drive and hopped out, and it rolled forward into a wall. So I'm guessing the headlight brackets were broken there, because there's another one, it's actually on the headlight, and the fixing is broken, and this one I think it is. So anyway, we got Chris has sent out a repair kit, so we're going to repair that. But apart from that, everything else was good. Obviously we weren't running the fuel regulator, so I was just checking fuel pressures, actual versus specified, and we've got our high pressure line running how it should now, up to the MPI. And that seems fine, so we're getting good regulation. We're meeting actual versus specified, so fuel pressures I'm not overly concerned about. I mean, we're not going into boost anyway, and this car's been taken to Ben Parsons and Delta Developments, where it's actually going to be running Cyvex ECU, so he will set up his fueling strategy as he sees fit. But yeah, that's it. So pretty soon this is all going to be back together, and we can get it on the road and start running some miles on. Yes, she's alive. Been over nicely. Just going to do a heat cycle now, because the thermostat will open. Take that. We'll check our oil level, obviously, with the oil cooler. I feel we got oil going through there. That's been worth it, hasn't it? So there we go, issue sorted. So we changed the oil pump. I've never ever seen an oil pump fail low pressure, and looking at it, you can't really see anything's amiss. But anyway, just logging his fuel pressures, because obviously we've done away with that regulator. and as you can see, we are pretty much where we want to be with fuel pressures. I mean, obviously when we take this on the road we'll do more in-depth vlogging, but I'm pretty certain we won't have to put that regulator back on. Right, so what I need is another 90, not a 45. We're on full lock here. I just want to take this line away from here, obviously with suspension going up and down, so I want this line to come down alongside, and we've got a good 6-inch clearance there, so we just need to get another 90-degree one of these like this one. Then we can take it down, and we can bolt that bracket, you see, to here, and that keeps everything out of the way. Yeah, there's too much of a bend here as well, we just got a bit of a weak with oil, just because we're taking it too far. So yeah, apart from that, I mean, it's up to temperature now, so I can feel we've got oil moving in and out of these lines. So yeah, 90-degree there, that's the job done. So yeah, we've been busy today with this one as well. This is Louis' engine, we're building up. So we've got Vosner 83mm pistons, block's been painted, cradles, lower cradles on, and we've just got to do these exhaust valves, lap these exhaust valves, and then this head can go on, bolt that down, and then this can go in the engine bay on Monday, if we get finished. If we finish it by then, I'm sure we will. Yeah, you'll be happy with that. Whoa. Yeah, there we go, all finished. So yeah, we have got a couple of jobs to do left to do on it. So this is got to go to the body shop basically after we've done running. The previous owner, I don't know if I mentioned this, the previous owner basically left it in drive, rolled into a wall or something, so this headlight bracket at the back is snapped. You can just see here where it's not quite flushing up, and yeah, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit showing its age, so Chris is going to get that tightened up. Anyway, I have got his cool pack grounds left to do, and we've just got to sort an oil line out that comes just on this corner here. Basically we're on a 90-degree on it, so we're going to sort that. But I put it all together because we've got to get it for MOT early next week, and then we're not delayed by anything then. So yeah, so let's check the bonnet catches on. Let's roll it out. Right, I say roll, let's drive it out. Oh, I bet you Chris has been waiting for this for a long time. So I've got to delete some faults. Making sure we're clear of everything. Yeah, and we're out. And we're out. Yeah, fucking hours of fucking another load of cars to do. So yeah, so I just need to sort out these lights now. Reset the airbag. Yeah, that is all. It's pretty much done with this car. So next, MOT, run the miles in, where we'll drop the oil again and just inspect everything, and then off to get bodywork done, and then it's off down south to Ben Parsons at Devil Developments. So I'm just going to delete these codes anyway, but yeah, so I think we'll end the video there. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thank you very much to all those who subscribe. You have had quite a bit of interest obviously with this car. Yeah, please, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Plenty more content coming, and we'll see you in the next one. So yeah, so we're all done now. As I said, we've got MOT to put on it on early next week. But yeah, we did have a bit of an oil pressure issue when we first started it. I didn't really film this part, but we should have really. So basically, if you see this brown sensor here, this is the low pressure trip switch. So it was tripping as soon as it was coming off cold start, which we knew we had a supply issue. So we turned it off straight away. Now we check this externally, so we use an external oil pressure gauge. So basically we unscrew that sensor down there, and then we thread this in, and we were getting 0.7 bar, or just under, which is just enough to trigger that that trip. So yeah, so we changed the, well, first of all we took the cooler off to rule that out. It was still happening. So we took the oil pump off. I'm yet to take that apart. I'll probably do that in the next video and see what the issue is, because there is a cold start spring on the oil pump. But anyway, after that we were getting 1.2 bar, which is exactly what we want. I mean, spec is 0.8 to 1.3. So we were getting 1.2, which is perfect, and that's with the oil cooler back on. So anyway, yeah, so I mean, these type of things can happen, but everything else, it's holding coolant well, and oil more importantly. That blow, we did have a blow from the clamp here, it just wasn't seated properly, so we fixed that. So that's all fine now. So yeah, so now we're ready to do the running miles, take it to MOT, and then it can go on for body work, because that pumper does not want to stay in. I mean, there's a bolt this other side, but if you look, that's been broke there, so it's never gonna stay in where it needs to. But anyway, we'll sort that out come MOT day, and then Chris will sort it out permanently. But yeah, it needs a good bit of love really, and that bonnet as well.